To the pyramid, to Perez, yes. But did they take did anybody come to the house to find Mohbad? Nobody came to the house to find Mohbad. I stand to be corrected on that. But nobody came to the house to find Mohbad, according to me. What I do not know, which it's still paining me till date, that Westo did not allow us to finish with this Bukky Jesse girl, because we're on top of that matter to this Westo mess. That is why I can never forgive that guy. I cannot say some things here because we are still in maybe after justice for Mohbad. Then we can tell you the reason and what Westo and Bukky Jesse did to mess up this thing up. She too, she's fighting that she wants to be the one to give justice for Mohbad, and then she was the rivalry passing of vendetta towards the Yekudi. Oh, I want the justice for Mohbad to come from my side and all stuff like that. That's why exactly what she did. And she has been trying to do a lot of things to discredit whatever information. That is why she went to bring spending. Yeah. Oh, spending never spoke with Yekudi. Oh, spending never spoke with Bossman and all stuff like that until when Prime Boy came in and he said, they used to speak with Bossman and the Yekudi now. Oh, spending never told us that about what happened on the bridge. And then Prime Boy came to the Bukky Jesse platform and attested the fact that you told me, in fact, it was that day on Bukky Jesse when Prime Boy came in, we got to know that it was Prime Boy that told Babu they want to throw the Officer Mosodo. Whereas West Spending was denying it. And Prime Boy came to rescue that very day and said, you told me, you Prime Spending, you told me the same thing. But there we got to know that it was Prime Boy that told Baba Mohbad when Baba Mohbad first said, Professor Mosodo, Professor Mosodo, not knowing that it was from Prime Boy. So because of money, don't know, because a lot of things happen why Prime Westo was Elden Spending to his own side. He didn't allow nobody to see him apart from his own people. He was brainwashed from the detention. When he came out, he had spending to himself, and then through that, a lot of people came in, including even White King White also confirmed it that they are aware. It doesn't that he did not need to even go to the inquest. He's aware of what we're going to say at the inquest. You can ask Lagata distance. I guess Lagata has the recording of that. He has played it multiple times on her, where King White says that he doesn't need to go to the inquest. They are aware of what that was when spending goes. I'm also telling you today, that day that spending fainted in court, all that thing is scripted. They script everything. They told him to do that. I see all the games, the charade, but I don't want to talk. Everything is being scripted. But the day we're going to get to justice, the prominent lawyer is also going to go down there with them because they've allowed the public, they turn us against ourselves. I became some enemies of some people. We fight among ourselves. Why? That the one just coming up with all this script. And we couldn't even eat, you couldn't sleep. We are losing. Some people lost their jobs and all stuff like that. All because we wanted justice for Mohbad. And I'm putting it to you today. Eh? Those people around with me, they are doing so hard. Those people, the front runner of me, they are aware of what happened to Mohbad. I'm putting it to you today, Papariano. They are all aware of what happened to Mohbad. And when you are talking, they will stream you, and the lawyers are listening to everything we are all saying, everything, any little stuff you say, information they say, they will go and work on it and they will go and block it. So everything is not everything you bring on the internet. That is why I closed my platform. I'm not hosting and all that. The moment we realize that, we close it up. They're always on this platform listening, looking for information. They quickly go and do one or two, or they'll come and create drama, another different script to defend whatever happened and mess things up. Yeah. So that is how it is. I know people are still holding on to me on Yekudi when I came up to bring out a CCTV camera video, which the CCTV camera that very day was. I heard some people talking about, oh, Bossman, there's a CCTV, whatever, on on YouTube, blah, 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 blah. I didn't pay attention to it, but I've been hearing people talking about it. And while I was on the air on YouTube that day, somebody just sent it to me and also like that. I was so stupid. I just played and I was like, and I just jumped on it. After I said whatever I said with Yekuda, I said it with you. I sent that stuff to Yekudi. And after the show that very day, it was so glaring that we confirmed that that was not Mohbad's house. And I put a disclaimer. I guess Yekudi also put a disclaimer on the CCTV camera that he saw a woman coming to the house with another girl and blah, 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 blah. That was not Mohbad's house. And that was a disclaimer on that. And everywhere I went to after that, I see people saying, oh, that was Mohbad. I always put a disclaimer on the comment section there. At least I've done that for about 6 or 8 pages where I saw people doing that. So that video was not Mohbad's house, and that was not Wumi, that was not the nurse, and that's just the way it is. Was that the nurse, Feishara? Yes, that is Feishara. Were there 2 nurses? I'm not sure. But as Mohbad died before Mohbad came to the house, we're gonna find out if Mohbad has died. Was Mohbad died on Monday or he died on Tuesday? I believe Mohbad died on Monday, right? But I think
Yeah,
I've allowed the police to do to do their finest. They are on top of the whole thing. Like I said, people try to hold on to whatever I'm saying right now, so I have to be very careful. I don't want anything that people are going to hold on to. But if you ask me, are the police working as at this year, 2025, I think the police are working. Please just don't ask me more questions about the police. I don't want to talk about anything about the police today. Don't ask me any questions about the police or about anything. I beg your pardon because I am not permitted to talk about it.
yeah, I would even advise us not to be talking about the police because
Thank
they
you.
are listening. I
Thank
will
you,
advise
Sakuna.
anybody who is intelligent
Anyway,
enough not to
Queen
talk
Queen
about the police.
Queen Elijah just messaged me. I've not seen what she messaged me now. I just saw a message coming in. I'm happy that she messaged me now. Queen Elijah, I'll read your message and I will respond accordingly. I've not opened it yet, but I guess they've told you that I'm talking about you. But yeah, I was only talking about you and all this while. But I said that you've been very careful not to mention my name. All right. And since you said that you want to petition Yekudi, we are still waiting for your petition, Queen Elijah. You can go ahead with it.
But Bossman, okay, sorry, Lioli. Bossman, the voice note that Papariano played just now, I think they are just trying to play Bukky JC. It's a scam because if you have an information and you want to pass it on, even if you need help before you pass on the information, it's more or less a biggie uh, scammer than the one they try to pull on Yomi. You know, you come with the information, you let the person know or listen to it, not record it, but listen to it. Then the person will now go to Bukky and relate that yes, I'm just using you as an example. But yes, I have heard it. This is what they have. You can give them the money. They have solid. Help him to get to South Africa. What that guy was relating and to Bukky is nothing but a scam. If somebody could come to the airport, who wants to come to the airport, a noisy and lousy place, to get an information? You know, why would I give you information when you are not, you have? Why will I give you money when you have not given me information? You have to give me information where it is safe and I can receive it. Then I will know you deserve it. That what Papariano played was nothing but a scam, and that is another reason. The advice that you just gave us that it should not be a lot of things should not be said on the black strip because they are listening. Somebody is always ready to scam somebody, and it's going to be coming from the other side. That was what gave birth to 3 second video, and that's the same thing about this. That recording that Papariano just played, it's nothing but a scam. From what we have been listening to, it was a two Jeep Prado they took Mohbad was in one. Nobody said about anything about the third car in the middle, except when we are learning from it now. If there is somebody that is talking about, nobody talk about him in the inquest or in any CCTV or in any inquest gathering. Nobody, except now. Somebody is up to scam somebody, and the people that I will warn, especially, is people. I don't know where you get your money. The moment they say something about something, let's gather money, let's contribute. Stop contributing money. The ones you have contributed have been mismanaged almost by everybody that you contribute it for. Put your money in your pocket. Tó bá ń joyin lọ́wọ́ tẹ́ ẹ̀ mọ nǹkan tẹ́ máa fi ṣe, ẹ lọ fún oníbàárà or give orphanage or just give coins to hosts. Nothing is going to come out of justice for Mohbad unless Mohbad wants it to come out. And it's not going to be by your contribution. It's not going to be by your contribution. Yes.
Sakuma, sir, I agree with you 100%. But according to that recording, I mean, the recording that Bukky just played, I don't care about the sender or the person that was talking about the recording. And what I care about is the message that the person was giving. The thing is that the message for the person that could have said what he said there, exactly what he said there is what Penny said to us. You can also confirm from Marifa as well, because they're also privy to some information. All right? But the only thing that I want to rule out from what he said that in that recording, is that he said about the OG was in the car. OG was the driver. That's the only thing to wrong. The message to Babon saw me tell it because we are privy to that information.
Bossman, ó sọ̀rọ̀ méjì. Ó ní OG was driving, was in the car. Ó tún sọ pé car àwọn tó wà in the middle, ó wà láàrin. OG was driving it. So ọ̀rọ̀ méjì ló sọ. The story is not adding up. If Papariano will play it again, it's not adding up at all.
Yeah.
So ẹnu méjì ló ní. And the way to fi sọ pé kò fẹ́, báwo ni mo ṣe máa rányàn kó lọ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀? Why tí OG yẹn gangan wá fúnra rẹ̀ kó bá Bukky Jesse sọ? Almost everybody know Bukky Jesse's number. You can get into, you can go to a DM and say, look, if there is anybody that has that video, excuse me, that we've all been wishing for about what by Mohbad, they will have used it by now. They will have used it. When I mean use it, expose it, not freely, because there is no way I will have information that can lead to what killed Mohbad, and I'll be keeping it, and somebody will be making hundreds of millions just for nothing. I.e., Joseph Aloba, and I have information. I.e., Yomi, and I have the information that I can get. I will have used it. We are not all dumb now in Nigeria. We will have used it to the maximum and get money. Even I will have used it to the government. I'm sure government, did not put a ransom to whoever can find Mohbad's dead. But you will have used it. All these things is coming. The only person that can help us find Mohbad's death, if we need to find who killed Mohbad and we haven't find him or her, is Mohbad himself. Because I believe spirits, dead people, they do have power.
Sakuma, I actually solidly agree with you. But the thing is just that people always want to think that Bossman doesn't want to talk. Everybody wants to really know. I understand that people are really frustrated. They want to really get to know other things like that. But sometimes it's not about you talking on social media or you knowing some things. It's about you being well strategized. I mean, you coming with your strategy and organized tactics. It's all about tactics and doing things the right way.
Good afternoon, good morning, everybody in the house. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay. Continue. Let me mute.
Yeah. So people believe that, oh, everything you have, bring it out there. There's a lot of things that we brought out there that nothing has changed. All right.
But
The other
Bossman,
people, as we are
hold on.
working, okay, sorry.
Bossman, sorry.
Mhm.
So because I know very wicked has something to say so that I can round up.
Yeah, thank you.
But
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
hold
Thank
on,
you.
wicked. Hold on, wicked, hold on. Bossman, I am giving you the last warning in this justice for Mohbad. Like long, we will get justice. But please, please, and please, I'm begging you. You did it during Westo and the spending. You did it on other issue. Now you did it on this lady Lawal. Next time, get evidence, solid evidence, recordings, stuff. I know I have given information to people on platforms to host, but I always have evidence that I can rely with. I don't do ESA that is solid. Please, anytime you go underground with anybody, even if it is me, have evidence, Bossman. Your lack of evidence
I,
is making
I,
people doubt. Please,
yeah,
that's my saying.
I do appreciate that, with Sakuma. We get into the issue of spending. You get into the issue of spending. We never knew that Westo had an eating agenda. All right. There's a lot that happened. There's a lot that like we cannot even say right now. That we can that we cannot talk about right now until after justice for Mohbad. And I've been keeping it. But the issue of spending about the money, you know that I kept it for like it was like after 3, I guess I started posting it,
Bossman,
the evidences.
kindly give me 1 minute. I want to. I'm hiding now to come at the place. I
Okay.
actually want to send you an. With due respect, I want to send you an errand. Emma Binu, me a errand boy. Like I want to give you an assignment, and there is this question that I've been wanted to ask, and I've been doing my findings, and I kept quiet about it. Is about Bossman. Did anyone knows the driver that drove abi the driver in that car when they announced Mohbad don die, that 1 second video where they pronounce Mohbad kpai, let me even pass it out to everybody. Did anybody know that driver?
Uh,
Has anybody analyze that driver? Did
but
even Baba Mohbad himself knows that driver that drive that car where they announce Mohbad don die, Mohbad don die? As Paparano don sleep, I don't know if he's here. So,
I hear you, I hear you, I hear you, I
Bossman,
hear you. Speak on.
I want to
Can you hear me,
please.
Aduke? Aduke, can you hear
Yeah, I
me?
can hear you,
Yeah, go
Paparani. I
on.
can hear you, Paparani. So thank you. So, Bossman, I want to give you an assignment. Can you help us do a lot of findings about that driver that drove? Because number one, I want to believe, based on the driver narrative at the coroner inquest, that driver was not the one that drove that car where they announced Mohbad is dead, is dead. And who is that driver? I want everybody that is listening to me right now, please, let's analyze that driver. Because I believe that driver will
Wicked,
surely know what happened to Mohbad also.
very
Even
wicked.
I'm
though,
making you are making a lot of sense.
even
Very
though
wicked.
all
You are
of
making
them did
sense.
not want
Very good
to,
sense. But
even
I
though
want to volunteer.
all of them did not want to tell us what happened
Sakuma,
in that Mohbad,
I
in
want to
that
Sakuma,
car.
volunteer.
please.
If
Bossman,
Bossman
ẹni
cannot
sùúrù
give
Please.
me,
ẹjẹ́ ń ṣe tán náà
Listen to
Bossman, ẹjọ́
me, Sakuma.
mo
Ẹ
sá
má
pamọ́
sọ̀rọ̀.
ni.
Má pè yín lẹ́nu.
Ẹjọ́ mo sá pamọ́ ni, ẹjọ́ mú ẹjẹ́ sáré láǹkì lè sá lọ kí n mute. So I believe if everybody in that house, if they don't want to tell us what happened in that, how did Mohbad kpai? What about that driver? Let's find this driver. But me, I have one name that I can say that this is the person that drove that car, but I'm not gonna say it now. Based on my own findings, I'm not gonna say it now because I've been doing more in social media kurukere about the driver. But I'm not gonna say who I know that is the
So
driver.
So very wicked.
So
If
I'm
you said
gonna
that
fix myself.
if you said, can you hear me? Very wicked. If you said that you know the name, the person that dropped the dive, then you should also know that in the 60s, according to the Wumi's narrative, they claimed that they were cooking jollof rice to celebrate Liam's monthly, is it fifth birthday or something, or third birthday, month birthday. And according to what we know, it seems there was nothing. They were not cooking anything that very day. They were not cooking anything. There was not jollof rice cooked.
Let's forget about
Regarding
the cooking right now.
regarding
Now
to the
driver.
driver, regarding to the driver that you just mentioned. I guess we've done. I myself, Lady Ryan, Ryan Whisper. We did a lot of analysis on the driver thing, but I don't think I'm aware. I don't know the driver. All right. According to the CTC, they said the driver is a neighbor. They used the neighbor's car. All right. So I'm not privy to. I didn't really do anything on that part.
I don't believe
Okay,
that.
please.
I
Oh,
don't believe
Bossman,
that.
I beg, give me 1 minute. Ejo, Ema binu, sir. Ejo, Ema binu pe. Don't be angry that I divide you people. Ema binu. Because you people are discussing the driver. That is why I came up to come and say. And there's a loss. It taught me. Oh my God. So, do
Don't
you
worry.
everyone should? I want
We hear
everybody
your
to know
thought.
that in that car.
Aduke.
I want everybody to know that in that car we have Ade West, we have Adura, we have Wumi in that car. I don't know the third person. I don't know the another person. We
We have
have
DJ Bami,
driver.
DJ Bami was
Okay,
in the
let me
car.
start like this. Number one person, DJ Bami. Number two, Ade West. Number three, Wumi. Number four, Adura. Number five, driver. Okay, fine. We have no
Number
four people.
six, number
North.
six, the
North.
nurse. The nurse
The
was there.
North.
The nurse was
Okay,
there.
number
Okay.
six, the nurse. God bless you. Okay, there is one person. Okay, let me say let me just say the number six person is the driver, and it is unknown to every one of us. So I am waiting for Baba, and I am passing this information to Baba's team. Can Baba actually? I'm even challenging Baba at this moment. Baba, have you ever asked about that driver? Are you not concerned about that driver that drove that car? Where they pronounce your son dead? To all the Baba team, I challenge you people. Find that driver out. Let's go for it.
Aduke.
I am not ordering you
Aduke,
people. I'm
Aduke.
just
you are very funny.
suggesting.
Oh. You are saying, has
Aduke.
Baba ever asked who the
I
driver
just want
is?
to
When Baba
challenge
is
them now,
busy
like your
pursuing money
way.
and music career, you will not have time to be asking for
But
driver.
Esha Nisugu, no, let's just
Ayo.
pass this information first. I'm just suggesting I'm just suggesting with due respect to everybody. Who is that driver? His identity is unknown. Should we ask Wumi who is the driver? Or we should ask Adura? Or we should ask Adewes? Or we should ask DJ Bam? Because I have been, it is, who said it is Darusha? That person should come up and come and tell us. Because in the CCTV of Darusha said, I am not in that house. I came back, they called me. I know that Darusha said he's not in that house. He told us another name. For me, I think that person got my mind. It is Darusha for me. It is Darusha. And Darusha said in the CTC, and that is
Very
why I
wicked.
keep quiet about it,
Very wicked. Can
because
I
of what
interrupt?
Darusha said in the CTC, that I
Very,
believe
very
Darusha
wicked.
lied. But
Very
me,
Hold
wicked.
I
on.
am saying it right now,
Very,
it
very,
is
very
Darusha.
wicked. Very wicked.
Very
In
wicked.
the
Bossman, hold
CTC.
on.
Okay.
Just a minute. A very wicked may be right because the driver who came to CC to the inquest never said anything about Darosha, and that is worrisome because we all know that Darosha was sitting in front with the driver. So when did Darosha get off? Was it on Third Mainland? He should have known that okay, on our way home, Darosha got off, but he said everybody went home and nobody didn't come out because he used his car to block the gate. So where
Sakuma,
was
actually,
Darosha?
I'm
Sakuma,
giving my findings.
Yes.
according to me,
I find out that
it's
it is Darusha. Because
okay.
I've go to their whole Instagram page, I go to Gistlover, I go back to where they keep posting about. There is another celebrity that corroborates that it is Darusha. But based on what Darusha said in the corona inquest, I don't want to say I'm confused about that. So I think we should analyze it and know who that driver is. If it is
All right.
Darusha or
Okay,
not.
let
Thank
me
you.
say something. Let me say something to that. According to the CTC, this is not by anything. This is about what's happening in the CTC. Like I said, I just told you that about 70% of what's ever happened in the CTC are not really correct. It's just they're hiding. It's just scripted. All right. There's a lot of script in this stuff, and there was no investigation at all from the police. They only take statement from them. There was no investigation at all. And I'm the one that is saying that. Oh, you can record that and give it to the police in Lagos. Bossman says so. And then come and take me on that. So we get into the who drove the vehicle. According to the CTC, Wumi claimed that after the nurse came to the house, injected Mohbad, and then started reacting, um, Adura, that she went to go and call the neighbor. According to Adura, he also said that he was the one that went to call the neighbor. And they drove to Kuramed with the neighbor's car, which the neighbor was the one that was driving. All right. And in this, according to CTC again, they said after they left Kuramed, Darosha came and then drove them to Perez. So two different drivers, according to the CTC. So when they were saying Mohbad is dead, Mohbad is dead, till date, we don't know where they were going to, where they were coming from, or the location where they were saying that they all stood saying where bad is there, but till date, we don't have no idea of that. Till date, I don't know who drove the whatever, but according to CTC, they said it's the neighbor. They went with the neighbor's car, and then Darosha came to meet them. Now, when Darosha came to the inquest, pay attention to this, everyone. That was after Yomi has gone to Mohbad's house. Due to some little privilege that Yomi said, that they said they saw people in front of Mohbad's gate at 12 in the morning. I mean, is it in the morning? No, in the afternoon, around 11 a.m. in the morning. It was 12 p.m. in the afternoon. Darosha came to the inquest and he said they called him around 11. I'm not current with that. I might not be accurate with the time, but it was said 11 or 11:30. That something has happened to Mohbad. That it took him 30 minutes to get to Mohbad's house. He said around 11, no? All right. And the nurse. And Wumi said the nurse came to Mohbad's house around 2:30 p.m.
Bossman,
in the
add this,
CTC.
please. When did Darosha get off of the car when they were coming from Ikorodu?
No.
Driver never said anything about Darosha getting off. And Darosha is saying that he was called that something happened to Mohbad. The last time we heard about Darosha, he was in the car.
Takuma, because he was not in the same car with them, Mohbad.
No, he
No,
was in
he
the
was in
same
the front
car.
seat.
Darosha got
He was in
home.
the front seat.
He was in the front seat. Now, Pastor Puma, I stand to be corrected because very wicked. This is a very wonderful question you just asked now. Is blowing up our mind. But what I thought was this. This is my own thinking. I believe they got home. After they got home, maybe I believe Darosha was there. Two things though in mind. If Darosha was, I thought. Let me put it this way. I thought Darosha was there. But when the driver now came and he gave his own testimony, he said nobody came out of the house because he used the car to block the gate. Until when they claimed that they want to go out to the pharmacy to buy stuff. Maybe that was when we don't even know. Maybe that was when Darosha claimed he left or that he left.
Bossman,
Yes. I
would
don't
you
want to think
leave?
for them. I don't want to
I
think for
know.
them.
Bossman, let me ask you a question. Would you leave the house of your Oga that you are PA to when he's in crisis?
Mm.
You would
You
not.
know what?
In the middle of
Sakuma.
the night. Then how did he
Sakuma.
get home in the middle of the night? That he had to
Sakuma.
come back in the morning. Yes, sir.
I don't want to have this conversation anymore because this conversation, you are helping them. They are listening to whatever you guys are believing, and they're going to work with their narratives. I don't want to have this conversation. I'm sorry.
No,
You guys can continue to have
Bossman,
it.
I agree with you. We will talk behind the back. But Kosini, when they are going to be exposed, Mohbad will expose them. We are not fools. I agree with you. But if Mohbad wants to expose them, it will expose them. First of all, the driver conversation is not tallying with the Arusha conversation, nor is it tallying with Black Widow conversation. All these things are very important. That is how Sherlock Holmes always gets his this thing corporate. It's not tallying. What they are saying is not tallying. Pé Mohbad ò ní expose wọn. Irọ́ náà pa. Continue. Very wicked.
No, Sakuma. You see, eh, the the issue. Hold on, please.
I'm using my network. Can you hear me clearly,
Not
Sakuma?
network. I think Bossman had a
You can hear me
No,
clearly, right, Sakuma?
sorry, I'm in the
Okay,
middle. I'm
it's
just
back.
in the middle of something. Sakuma.
yes.
Yeah. So now Darosha part. Darosha, when it came to the whatever Otu Ashiriare, in the sense that he made us to understand something. He claimed that they called him around 11 in the morning. So if they call him around 11 in the morning, and Wumi citizens said the nurse got to their Mohbad's house around 2, and Mohbad passed away around 3. If you're a professor with the time, according to the citizen, please put it on the comment section. The time that Wumi claimed that Mohbad died. All right. Now the thing is that why did they call Darosha? That means something must have happened to to Mohbad before they called Darosha. Because according to Darosha, he said they called him. So something
No,
must have
only
happened
hospital
to.
ló ti wá bá wọn. Only hospital ló
No,
ti wá bá wọn.
no. According to the CTC, he said it took him 30 minutes to get to Mohbad's house around 11 a.m. According to what he said.
Bossman, another thing that you need to pounce on, think about, is where was Adura? All this moving and shaking. Where is Adura? Because we were told that Adura came to the hospital later. Where was he?
No, Adrian was in the car. He followed them. According to the CTC, he followed them to the. He was in the car. He was
Okay,
there too.
They
Sakuma,
did not say that Adura
Sakuma,
came.
Sakuma.
No, Adura
Okay,
did
let
not
me.
come. He followed the body of Mohbad. If you look at the video of Mohbad, Adura was sitting beside the door
Yes,
on
yes,
the right
yes.
hand side,
That's true.
on the owner's corner side. He was sitting there on the
Bossman,
owner's corner.
Bossman, are you there? Can you hear me? Because I'm on
Yeah,
the lock
I can
road.
hear you. I can hear you.
Because in 2023, when Very Dark Man interviewed Adewe said Darusha was the one that drove that car. And there is evidence of it. So I'm muting for now.
That's why I said that. And that's why I said the the testimony in the Corona inquest. See, let me put this to you today. Either we like it or not, a lot of hosts have been talking about it. Aries, as I guess Papariano, and almost all of our hosts have been talking about it.
Okay,
That
Bossman, I
the
think the way
police
forward
are
is the
indicted
very
because they did not do. They are covering these. They
Bossman,
in Lagos. So yes, please.
Bossman. I think maybe the public, I think we can find a way to bring Darusha back for lying. In fact, they should bring Darusha back. Why would
Do
you
you?
exonerate yourself that you are not in that car when you pronounce the bad
But do you know that there was a
85?
CCTV? Do you know there's a CCTV at the hospital, or the hospital? There are CCTV footage. But I don't want to talk
Let,
about it. Let me just pause there. Emma Soraya,
No, we can talk about it. At the first hospital, there was CCTV. Even though all the people that attended to Mohbad have left the hospital, they should have CCTV. Because
Let's be sincere. Sakuma, let's be sincere. You see that video of Mohbad don't find. We never.
Darosha and Dadura to is this zone 2 of Panti, and they were asking them questions. Darosha looked at Baba Mohbad's face like this and was saying some things to Baba Mohbad, and he could not respond. And those people there was like, but you cannot talk back now. Even Darosha came to the coroner inquest, and all what he said there to Baba Mohbad's face, Shitu could not to date. He has not debunked that. Baba has come out multiple times on her. He's yet to debunk whatever Darosha said. So are you trying to tell us that whatever Darosha said that very day was actually right? Because he was roping Baba Mohbad to their dealings, and till date, Baba Mohbad has not said anything about it, including the son that they hired. Now, the reason why I'm saying that the thing could not be, I don't think it's actually premeditated, is that it's not to be corrected. After the fight, they hear something. Master when you're whipping, you think a woman, how can Wumi, where Wumi is, how can he handle a whole mafia? See, you can be fighting another person. You are beating me, yeah, that you are beating me does not mean that you are going to be the one to win the fight. I can decide to see a stick or a small stone and hit it on another part of your head, and you will go down. You will collapse. Yeah. So it's not about, oh, Wumi is fit. How can Wumi handle Mohbad? You can use something as a weapon, hit it on the person's head, and it collapsed, and they try to resuscitate Mohbad. They were
especially
going to
when you
the
are
hospital.
desperate, Bossman, especially
No,
when you are desperate, when your ass is about to be exposed.
Sakuma, me, I am trying to be so to be transparent, and I'm gonna try to play in the middle. Okay, I don't want to feel attack on. I'm trying to also consider the women's side. I'm trying to also picture
Let's say
what could
it
actually
as it
happen in the
is.
house.
Make we talk
Yeah,
am as
it is,
be.
yeah, it is what it is. That is what me I'm picturing it. I don't want to talk so deep on that. I don't want to talk about that. But what I think happened is that they were having a fight in the house. The people downstairs thought it was as a normal, usual thing, and maybe Mohbad was the one beating. And at the point when we tried to rescue herself, and she used something to hit Mohbad's head, and Mohbad went down. So that's what I think happened. Because after Mohbad went down, we collapsed. Maybe that was the reason. These things I've talked about it before the driver even came out to the inquest. Okay? Maybe that was the reason. So when the driver now came out to say something that I know before, that maybe that was the reason why they quickly rushing out to get a pharmacy, a nurse. And I'm telling you today, it was because of the fight with Mohbad and Wunmi, and it was because of what happened to the Mohbad while he was in the fight, was having a fight with Wunmi, that made them to need a nurse.
And
It
that
was the
was
truth.
why I am not even stressing myself in asking these people questions. They will not tell you, they will just be telling you, I don't want to answer. I don't want to. Kokuma, make them they just leave them. Make them they work out, they enjoy. Because they
Sakuma,
think we are fool.
yeah,
They
do you
think people
agree
are not
that
doing
the
their
Lagos
own
State
this thing.
Police indicted in this case of Mohbad, yes or no?
Yes or
And
no?
no matter how the police in
Boss,
Lagos State
could you repeat the question? I want to answer
said,
it.
do you agree with me that the Lagos State, I'm not saying the Nigerian police, so I'm saying the Lagos State Police are actually indicted in this eye of Mohbad?
I
Do
will
you agree
say
with
the
me?
I will say the IPO that was assigned this case is easily and should be gradually indicted, because as an IPO, probably a sergeant or so, when you get after he was dug up 9 days after, and Lagos State government said you should investigate, that they believe is homicide. As an IPO that I know that should be investigating homicide, when you get to the house where they said Mohbad by, the first thing you do is seal up the house. let everybody go out.
Thank
The
you very
only
much. And
reason
the
why,
house
hold
was
on,
not
let me
filled.
please. The only reason you will let people stay there if they don't have any alternative, and you won't even let them stay there because Lagos State government have indicted you to find the cause of death of this man. It should be sealed up. So I will not indict Lagos State Police. I will not even indict Panti. I will indict the IPO. He really messed up the case,
All right.
and
Are
I'm
you
ready to
aware,
stand for it.
Sakuma, are you aware
Yes,
that they have closed the case of Mohbad in Panti since last year, 2024? Are you aware of that?
I
Mohbad
am not.
case has been closed. They
I
closed the
I
case.
am I am not aware of that, but I won't be surprised so long as it is that IPO. Is it not the same IPO that Rofandu allegedly Rofandu Prime Boy?
Prime boy,
If it
Mohammed,
is the
right?
same
The
IPO,
one on
if
the
it's the same
that is using
IPO,
crutches.
and
Yeah.
an IPO who is a sergeant or higher that doesn't know the first thing you do when you are investigating an homicide is to seal off
Sakuma,
where that person
do,
died.
Sakuma, do you know the reason why they quickly want to quickly take spending and the nurse, take them to the high court, to the main court for trial? They're playing games because they know
Yeah,
that something is going on.
because they know if those two have good lawyers,
But
which
we're
they
going to
may,
talk.
yeah, no,
No,
they're going to strike it out. I am not a lawyer, but I've seen so many loopholes that it's going to be difficult to convict those two, and those two will not be mumu unless somebody and they have allegedly said the nurse have pleaded guilty. Allegedly, I'm not,
all right,
it's not an open goal. If the nurse has pleaded guilty, that means she has a lawyer and they have been a plea bargain at the expense of Mohbad. And that is not going to be good if it is true.
all right, Sakuma. Do you know that actually there's a reason why the Lagos State Police transferred the case to the DPP, and there's a reason why they quickly want to want to charge spending and the nurse. They wanted to go on trial because they're trying to cover up their own tracks. Because like I'm putting it to you today, I don't stand to be corrected. The police in Lagos State, I don't care if it's the IPO or no freaking IPO Yusuf Iwan Mohammed Yusuf or whatever his name is. They are indicted in this case of Mohbad. And there was a reason why they went there. Like I keep saying that whenever the government or the government parastatals are involved in all those things, you need, or you're having issues with them, you have to be one step ahead of them.
Let me
They
let
want to
me
cover,
let me
they want to cover
contradict
up
you.
their tracks. Okay, go ahead.
Let me contradict you. Knowing what I know about police and knowing so many police officers, retired and serving, I will not indict Lagos State Police. That is why I will indict the IPO. In any case that you want to handle in Lagos State, that is why I'm praying that I will start my series soon about the system in Nigeria. The IPO has a lot of power. It's whatever he or she tell his boss that they are going to mostly listen to. They
Thank you.
expect him. They expect him to direct them, unless it's contradictory. I am presently involved in a case that somebody is trying to direct against me, and the bosses are asking questions, and it's not auguring well.
Sakuma,
Although it's not the IPO. So the
Sakuma, do
IPO
you?
has a lot of power. So I will not
Yes.
indict the Lagos State or the
Okay.
police because
Sakuma.
everybody have their section.
Okay.
So I
Sakuma.
will easily indict the IPO for
All
not
right.
doing a good job.
Sakuma, do you agree with me that Mohbad case is beyond Lagos State? Do you agree with me? is a national case. Do you agree with me?
I
And
you
the
see,
case of Mohbad is one of the top cases
from
in Nigeria right now that
I
people are really
disagree.
dying to know. You disagree?
I
Okay, go
disagree.
ahead. Give me your
Let me
reasons.
say
Give me your reason.
why I disagree is that you see, what's his name? That guy in Ibadan didn't get out for nothing. Brekete didn't get out for nothing. You see, if there's a solid defense or there's a solid questioning of Mohbad's death, even the IPO will have sat straight. You see, they are all listening. They are probably here listening, or somebody is listening. So I will
Yes,
even
they are
find it.
here. That's
Hold,
why
hold on.
Sakuma. That's why I
I
said
will
don't
find.
give them no enough for
No,
any reason to think about it.
no,
So
no.
Sakuma,
I will.
John
I will
along.
hold on. Let me. I will find it difficult because I know police system and I know Nigerian system. I know there may be somebody backing somebody, and I know where they will go. I am employing on Mohbad. I know his spirit is around to expose them, but I'm not going to indict Lagos State Police, and I'm not going to say it's the federal police that can do it. Trust
Anyway,
me.
Sakuma.
Hold on, let me handle. If the person who is backing the person has power all the way to the federal, they will use it. So I am not going to. I am only have the ability to indict the IPO that you have not done a thorough job. A
Good.
job you should have done at the beginning. What you were trained to do. This is not a buy and sell issue. This is not a theft issue. This is a life issue that people shouted and they make Lagos State Governor to order Mohbad to be exhumed. And if a whole Lagos State government, no wonder he was angry that day. The journalist was asking him, if a whole Lagos State government signed a paper that go and exhume this guy's body, you that was assigned the case should know better. You should have done what is required of you, what you were trained to do. Sin of a crime must be barricaded at all costs so that you can do a proper investigation. Right
So
now, I'm not passing IPO. I'm still sticking with because I don't know much information about it.
Sakuma, I can be our questions color one. If we like object in who is IPO working for? He's working for an organization.
No, it's
Abi?
working for government. It's
Uh-huh.
not an organization. It's working for the
Uh,
government.
uh-huh. So a parastatal, right? Okay, cool. Now the IPO. I'd ask you a question the other time that do you agree that a mobile case is one of the toughest top cases in Nigeria? You said no. Because right now, one of the case to your full government long and see is no other case but mobile case. No full government and people are not really backing down. The fact that according to what you just said, after they exhumed the body of Mohbad, they did not barricade the house. They did not do the necessary investigation that's supposed to that they're supposed to have done. And I'm putting it to you, and I'm challenging the Lagos State Police to come and prove me wrong that they did any investigation on Mohbad's case. They only collected statements from all these people. Hold on, please. Hold on.
Sorry, Bossman. Sakuma, please. Sakuma, are you there? Sakuma, on mute, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So, Sakuma, you remember that police officer, that policeman that give us the preliminary report, I don't know what they call her. Is that
Yes.
man still
Yeah, the
alive?
criminal. No, yes, he's still alive. I guess he was. They dismissed him. I guess he was being already dismissed from the
I
force.
think he was allegedly, I would say. I think he was retired, but I don't know. But I've
I don't
listened
think he was
to.
retired though. I
Hold on.
said it was really it was disgraced. It was dismissed. I guess
Oh,
it was
okay, very
dismissed.
wicked. The rambling that he came to ramble about is nothing but lies, because Mohbad was not bleeding profusely, because he didn't show us a glass of the Prado very well that was hit. Where was Mohbad pleading profusely? There were so many statements that he made that is on YouTube. If anybody wants to listen to it, that is not being corroborated properly. And if he was dismissed, I'm not going to be surprised because
No, it was not.
that
This, it was not dismissed because of Mohbad case. There's other accumulated stuff that he did that they was caught.
my
Probably,
dear
I stand to be
brother, I
corrected.
didn't say that. Listen to what I said. I said if he was dismissed, I'm not going to pity him. I didn't say he was dismissed because of Mohbad.
Okay.
I
It
am
was actually
saying that
dismissed. Yeah.
yes, if he was dismissed, then Mohbad spirit is acting because all he said was rubbish. There was no profusous bleeding
Yeah.
because we saw the
Yeah.
mark.
There wasn't.
The mark we saw was not profusely, and that is why I am hanging on my submission that it was a premeditated. The only
Okay.
thing that I haven't found that I'm still hoping that I'll find is that what really killed what really killed, what really, sorry, I'm not supposed to say that. What really killed Mohbad?
Those people in the
Did it,
car, they know what
is,
crimes Mohbad.
is it the injection or there is something else?
Sakuma,
Yes,
sir.
yes, sir.
Injection did not buy Mohbad. It
I
was
don't
the
think so.
fight. It was the fight between Mohbad and his girl that pied Mohbad. Now, what I do not know is that the Mohbad,
Because
the Mo,
hold on hold on, sir, before you go on.
If it is
They
injection,
came
what
home
is after
around
that
1:30.
injection?
Around 2:30, they rush out, asking the driver to come and drive them to find
that is
medicine.
when they're trying to. Okay,
Hold on. That was when they trying to ask the driver to move so that they can buy stuff. Before the driver parked, when they were going out, the driver was telling Wumi, "Don't go and fight him when you get to the house." Why was Ize saying that? Because he has seen how they were fighting in the car. That he was holding Mohbad to the ransom.
exactly,
That is enough
exactly.
for me to be premeditated.
Okay,
The,
that
the
is
time
okay.
the time factor is not that long.
Okay,
That when
all
they
right.
went up, somebody is lying that they were not. Everybody went to sleep. No, Mohbad never came out. He said,
See,
Adura said, if anybody says they see my brother 12 o'clock on Monday, they are lying. All these things, you add it up.
I did not. There was that
Continue, my
statement.
brother.
See, that statement has been said so many times. I tried to find that statement in the CTC. That statement you just made that they are lying. I did not see that in the CTC. I stand to be
Well,
corrected. I tried to
okay.
look for that.
Allegedly then. Allegedly
Um,
then.
because if I go to my phone now, I only saw that when I was looking for that. The only thing I saw there was that Adura claimed that he even saw Mohbad on Tuesday. Adura claimed that he still saw Mohbad on Tuesday morning around 12. That is where he's going to get indicted. All right? If Mohbad died on Monday, he has indicted himself.
But anything no. Ade West did not even come to Corona inquest at all. Did
So
he?
why? Go what? Yeah, to do not very wicked lady. Now, the fact I said that I don't think it was premeditated is that I'm trying to just be in the middle. Now, take a look at this now. Sakuma. They were having altercation in the car. The driver separated them, and one with me not to continue with the fight. But when they got back home, there was a fight back home. Like while they were fighting, something happened to Mobile. Probably something where you are fighting, you pick up something, you hit him on Mobile's head, he collapsed. But something happened to him. They're trying to resuscitate that guy, and that's why we're looking for means to go to a clinic. Maybe he was bleeding because they were in a rush trying to save him. His life. They make an attempt to save him. And of course, it happened in the middle of the night because they got home around 1:30 a.m. Between 1:30 a.m. or 2 a.m. on Monday morning. On Monday morning. So I don't think he actually planned. I think to be transparent, I think it was a fight. Mohbad didn't know. Or Mohbad tika, and the next thing she had to save herself because she was also in a range Mohbad was intoxicated in bad because Mohbad was just coming from a party, OTU, high, because even spending Prime Boy also confirmed me on the show at the backstage, one more tea, all right, one more tea, Mohbad to yo. So anything, because when they were going to the show, they were even arguing on the way back. I mean, from the house to the show, all right. But because it was still normal, it was continuing, it was cool. But after he came back from stage, Otiyo, he was intoxicated and all stuff like that. So anything rubbish coming from me, of course, it's going to go AWire. So I think when they were having that fight, we tried to save ourselves in the middle of the fight, and she just picked up something and hit Mohbad, and then he went down. And they tried to save him. That was why they were looking for a clinic. They're looking for a nurse to come to the house to treat him. And maybe that is why I said I can never forgive Westo for not allowing me to finish up that part. I can never forgive that guy because it messed things up for me out of jealousy and game and all stuff like that. Because we could have asked one more questions or two more questions that could have led to all these things. He didn't let us finish it, and that's how it ended. And I will never forgive him. So, but because he said he collapsed. So when he collapsed, what happened to him? Did he die? If Mohbad collapsed, why did they rush out? And when the driver came out, the driver in the inquest gave me more insight that, okay, they actually came to knock on the Windows door. Hey, and he confirmed that truly they came out, which corroborated what Spending said back in 2023. That they came to knock on this Windows door, that Alpha Laura medication, they went to get some medication, thinking that they can cover up, but we don't know if he died instantly or did not die instantly. But this is 2025. Well, I've got to find out that Mohbad is going to get justice. And I'm so sorry. I think I've said a lot of things here, and there's a lot that I'm not really permitted to say right here. But the Mohbad case is a very blood thing. Like I said, the police in Lagos State, so far that IPO Yusuf is from who is the police, they represented the federal or the state. They're all indicted, because even the police, the guy that came to do the preliminary report that they gave, they did that in October 2023. Till now, they've not we've not concluded this case, so it's still half done. They are still doing investigation. The whole 2024, they have not even answered to the public, the citizens, to give us, okay, what is the conclusion of your investigation? They did not do nothing. I am putting it to you, Sakuma. The Lagos State or wherever, they have not conducted any investigation on Mohbad case. They didn't. They didn't sell the house. They're not selling the house and allowing those victims to still stay in the house as indicted the police. I don't care IPO or no IPO. The Lagos State, that is the state where Mohbad fights. Then they are aware that of this case. The governor cannot say that he's not aware. He is totally aware of it. Due to all these things, they have indicted themselves. They are aware that the public have been protests on social media. They've been protests on social media, and they've been going to the coroner inquest. They are aware of that. Let the IPO Yusuf or the Lagos State Police and show me any file or case file where they claim that investigation was conducted by them. And that's just the way it is. IPO Yusuf is going to be more indicted. The Lagos State Police are more going to be indicted. I'm telling you that the Lagos State is aware of Mohbad case because it was them that actually took Mohbad case to the case of Mohbad was taken to Berekete, which make it to be national. Everybody's aware of that. The IPO of police was calling to Berekete's show. The PRO of police, Miwa, was calling to Berekete's show. They are aware. The minister of information was aware of of this case. And then they said they transferred the case to, the specimen of Mohbad to abroad, and then part of the toxicology, the toxicology was taken abroad. The toxicology was taken abroad. The whatever was taken was done in Luch. All right. So all the stories here, it has put the whole thing together that the police of Lagos State, they are aware of all these things and they are indicted on all these things. To cut the story short, there is no investigation done by this set of people, and they are indicted. According to you, they are indicted. Do you know that the Lagos State Police can be sued? They can be sued on their own. Let's forget about justice for Mohbad thing. We can sue them for messing up this case, for they not doing the right thing. Where in the world that there's going to be a crime scene to date? The Lagos State Police have not agreed that there was not, according to them, they are not even aware that there was an altercation on the way. They are not even aware that there was
Bossman, calm down.
hold on. They
Bossman,
are not even
okay.
aware that there was an altercation on the way back home. The police still are not aware that there was a fight at Mohbad's house. In Mohbad's house, the police of Lagos, they are not aware that there was a fight in Mohbad's house. They are not aware that there was an altercation on the way back home. So what are we talking about? Is the
And
public that found out all these things?
and that was why I think Baba Mohbad they should have sued them instead of suing the DPP that we don't want court inside court, any company. Instead of you to just slam them a big lawsuit, but you are doing with the DPP is working, we don't let the corona finish, blah 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 like that. It is, and I hope now, as at now, we all have believed that Darusha was the one that killed that car. And why was Ade West not? No, it's a petition Ade West, baby. In fact,
My network is bad. Ojo fẹ́ràn mi.
so I don't understand why they did not bring Ade West to the court, to the corona inquest. Baba, I don't understand why Darusha will go and lie that they never even asked them, because that video is a fucked up to this case, and that preliminary report, that Olopa that reads that preliminary report, I'm waiting that they call in English, that Olopa is among those that fucked up this case. And after Darusha knows what happened and what bind him, he came to the coroner inquest and come and lied that he is not in the house. How come you are in the car with them? Otherwise said it in 2023. How come you are in the car with them? And at the end of the day, after they have fined him, Darusha was the one that finished the job by embalming him. And at the end of the day, he still now come to coroner inquest and come and say, they order me to embalm him. That means when they are embalming Mohbad, according to what Darusha said Baba was the one that ordered me, which means Baba was even there when they are embalming him, cleaning the body, cleaning the evidence, according to what Darusha said. And Baba did not do anything about it. They just come to live streaming and come and tell us, he's a liar. I'm not the one that embalmed him. Oh. Is he about coming to the live to come and debunk that or sue him? And that was the reason why I believe why Iya Mohbad will never want to join us in this justice for Mohbad. Because Iya Mohbad knew Adria was in the car, Darusha was the one that embalmed. There is Iya Mohbad and these people are so involved in this case, even more than, because he will not want Darosha, he will be defending Darosha, and he will be defending Adora at the same time. And you people now think, yeah, Mohbad will come and join us and want justice for Mohbad. He would rather ask for them to go and bury the guy. Yeah, as long as yeah, Mohbad is concerned, it is better for us to, they should go and bury the guy. Yeah, Mohbad will never want justice. Prefer justice. He won't. She won't. So I'm at work. People should send you guys and come up, please.